Hello, this is Wando Bondo, and welcome to another Let's Play series of Eador, Masters of the Broken World. In this campaign, we will take on the role of the White Wizard, an enchanter of immense power who will vanquish all darkness and conquer the Shard. Throughout our journey, we will forsake all evil minions and dark spells, ever striving for good karma. There will be many trials, but we will fight with honor, ruling the Shard through righteous battle against those who oppose us, while showing mercy and kindness to those under our dominion. So that's the rules. We're going to play a white wizard. We can be any starting power except necromancy. We cannot recruit evil or lawless units. We cannot use tainted weapons and armor. We cannot use tainted spells of necromancy or chaos. We must show mercy to those within our dominion. We must bring order to the Shard, so every location is fair game. And we must conquer the Shard and defeat all the enemies on the Shard. Okay, so this is how I generated the map. It's custom, it's Overlord, except for the gems, get extra gems. And everything else is just Overlord. And then I chose Belith on Overlord. And let's see what it was. I believe it was a big shard. Yeah. I believe we're playing on a big shard, common world, 2 players. And we have a lot of islands and lakes, a lot of water, low land mix, so that way we get a lot of forests, because we have a lot of forests. Well, we're going to play the White Wizard, and we want to get Fairy Tree, and that means you need a lot of forests. And I also chose, let's see here, low waste and swamps. So low wastelands, low swamps, high water and islands, low for large tracts of the same land, high forests and high mountains, so we can get a lot of block tiles theoretically. And these were regular. I like to make it low a lot of the times to get a little bit more difficulty and even on the resources. But in this case, I'm trying to get a fairy tree, so we got to see more locations to get a better chance of getting that fairy tree. So that is the settings if you want to try this for yourself. And let's load up the game. And this is where we start. We're Belith on Overlord. And we'll load up the game and see where we're at here. And then we'll try to get our starting army. And we're going to go for fairies. And we're going to go to start with fairies. There's a fairy tree right here. Oh, we got this fairy tree at the forest guards, and we got a couple other locations. And ultimately, we're going to try to get an alliance with the elves. You could also try an alliance with dwarves, or what is this, centaurs? You could try alliance with centaurs. They're good creatures as well. So that's another option. And we'll be checking this out. The White Wizard that I chose, and you can look at my Necromancer series, the intro for that, to see how to find the different units that you want. So this one's on 1B. There is a White Wizard that I think has the right picture, that looks like a White Wizard and has decent starting stats. So we're just going to build for the first turn. We're going to build towards this, and we don't have a lot of money either, and we don't have a lot of gems, so you have to be really careful. You can only build exactly what we're going to need, which is this library and the swordsman, and that's about it. That's about all we're going to afford, and we won't be able to build anything else, I don't think. So in order to get swordsman, we need this forge. So let's go ahead and build the forge. And that's all we can do for the first turn. And we're not going to get our hero yet because it's not the right one. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn. And let's see what Belith we're going to be fighting. We're going to be fighting a warrior, probably, unless he changes his mind. Alright, so now, in order to get the right guy, we need to build this tavern. And now we can get our white wizard. And we got Eador. This guy is starting with Wand Master. And we have a simple wand. I didn't really like the spells, but this is the only one with the right picture that looks like a white wizard to me. So that's what I wanted to do. And it's nice to have a wand, so that's pretty good. I don't think we're going to keep these spells. That this one costs 4 gems, and we just probably are not going to have that much gems. We're going to probably go with just some slows, or not slows, but I don't know what it is. Fatigue. Okay, so we've got our first guy. Let's go ahead and dismiss this unit. And I think let's dismiss this unit because we're not going to have that and we can't afford it. So if we get, if something bad happens right now, we're just in trouble. There's nothing we can do. We just don't have enough money to do anything else. And we can't do anything else here. So let's go ahead and start exploring all these places. We got a free settlement here. It looks pretty good. +8. This one's +3. Brigands, +4. Free settlement. Goblins, +4 income. And Lizardman lands, +1 and +2 gem income, which will be nice. Here's +2 gem income as well, and we really need that. So we've got 17 and 5. But that'll be, fairies are pretty expensive. So let's go here, and then we'll keep going until we get our group. So there's 4 here. That's good to know. Probably we will definitely try that first thing. Alright, but we're going to retreat. Got militiamen, slinger, and spearmen. That's normal. Okay, well let's go ahead and build what we can. We got to get to this the swordsman. Let's construct that before the price of iron goes up, because you never know. Now we're down to 184, and we still have to recruit our guys, and they cost 63, so that's 120 for that. Or we're only going to get one of these guys. We only have 3 slots. We're going to get 2 fairies, and we're going to get 1 swordsman. And we could talk about that later. But for now, so we need 63 for that, so that leaves us with 120. We're going to have to get that other spell school, and so we probably won't be able to do it for a couple turns. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and check this one. This is +3, this one's +4. Let's check this free settlement and see how hard this one's going to be, and then we'll go from there. 6 of them. See, now that's going to be a little hard for us, I think. We'll have to figure that out, but 6 in that zone right there. Okay. So let's build again. And we need this as 50 and 10. So that will leave us with, I don't know, we're getting 17 per turn. But we do need these spell schools. We can't do anything without the spell school. So let's get that. And then let's see if we have enough for what we need. I think the fairies are like 30 apiece plus some gems. So 30 apiece, and plus you need 50 to get in to the feast. So that's 60 plus 50 is 110, and 63 is 170 something. So I think we need 2 more turns before we can do this. All right, so we built, and so let's just keep checking the different places. What about this? This is +4. Let's see how many goblins are in this territory. And we built already. All right, let's go ahead and check that out. The only thing that's dangerous right now for us is an uprising in the capital. We would lose this game instantly. 6 of them. Wow. So that's going to be a little tough too, because we're a little bit weak against poison. So that's a little bit trouble. Fairies can die real fast with poison, so we have to be really careful there. All right, 6 of them. All right. Let's see. I don't think we can build anything. We need 170 something. So I think we need 30, 30, and 50. That's 110. Plus we need 63. So that's 173. I think that's right, 173. So we better wait 1 more turn. And then I have a feeling you might want to wait 1 more turn. I don't remember if it's exactly 130. We better wait 1 more turn after that. Let's wait till turn 6 to get our fairies. So we've checked that. We've checked this one. Let's check this Brigand Outlaws. We can't build anything else, or we won't be able to get an army if we build anything else. So we just got to check and see what's in there. And that's all we can do for 2 more turns. Ooh, only 4. That's good. Brigand, Thief, and Bowman. That will be good. That's only 4 guys, so we definitely can do that. And we better wait 1 more turn. 185. Ooh, that's pretty good, but not, you know what? It's too close for comfort. I'm not going to take any chances. Because if we get that army and then we have to wait around 1 turn, it's going to cost us a lot of money. Then we might have to wait 3 more turns if we didn't calculate it right. So you have to figure that out for yourself if you want to get fairies. Fairies are tricky. So we can't do anything there. Let's go check this last one. We'll wait till turn number 6 and then we'll get our army. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see how it is. 5 of them. Ooh, that's going to be tougher even still. 4 is pretty good, but 5. But with swordsmen and fairies, depending if we have healing, might be pretty good. So Lizardman Priest, and Lizardman Turtleback. That's not too bad. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, we got enough. 6 turns. Let's go into that fairy tree and we'll get ourselves some fairies. And the Fey folk. I like fairies as healers better than the regular healers because their animation just plays real quick and it sounds real okay. Those healers take forever. If you play with healers, it takes forever. All right, let's do this. Let's talk to the fairies. I want to revel at your feast. The hero Nerador has reached a magic tree whose crown and hollows are inhabited by fairies. Judging by the noises and laughter coming from the tangle of branches and leaves, the Fey folk are having a party. One of the sprites flies out of the tree's crown and up to the hero. Hail to you, human. What has brought you to us? I want to revel at your feast. That's easy. The fairy waves her magic wand and Nerador shrinks in size until he is her height. Welcome to our festival. Treat everyone at your own expense. During the feast, Nerador makes friends with a few of the forest folk, and they become interested in the idea of leaving their native forest and seeing new lands by joining the hero's party. Would you like to hire them? Yes, some more warriors cannot be a bad thing. Alright, so 30 and 20. It's a little bit, that's not too bad though. That's what we were thinking, 30 and 20. I didn't really remember if it was 20 or how many gems it was. That's a lot of gems. So you can get fairies and you can get dryads, which are pretty good, but they really, I I don't know if I really like dryads. We could come back and get a dryad to play around with it if we want to later. So maybe that's something we'll do, but I'm not sure. And we'll see all about fairies as we go along. Well, after having lots of fun at the forest feast, the hero returns to his everyday life, even if he is a bit tipsy. The fairy spell is broken and Eador returns to his normal size. Well, sometimes we all need to rest. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up our swordsman. And we've got 38, and then look at this. I mean, we are really at 0-0 here. So we're not going to buy anything for a while, that's for sure. We're going to need to battle, or do something. And it's going to be pretty tough. And we're not going to be able to even afford guards for our kingdom for a while because this is, these guys are pretty expensive. This guy is 4 upkeep and 3 upkeep. And this guy's 9 upkeep, so that's a lot. So 4 and 4 is 8 and 9 is 17. So that's just a 3-person army is 17, and that's nobody in the bank, nobody in the garrison, nothing. So, and we can't afford anything else now. I don't think there's anything we could get, and not even a spell school, which would help us if we did that. So I guess we're gonna do this one next time, and that's gonna be fun. So I hope you enjoyed this, and until the next time, be well.